Minutes late here. I forgot that I had moved my camera arm into the living room last night. And I gotta try and get this set up so that you guys can see properly again. And then the phone, I can see it. The holder, I can see it. If I put this where it's supposed to be. All right, I'll get it figured out here. Hi, Cara. How you doing? Oh, I forgot my footstool. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, you doing good? Good. I'm glad to hear it. We're getting some weather coming in. Lots of wind today, so you're going to hear the blinds banging around an awful lot. So sorry about that. Oh, all right, let me get situated here, and then let me see if I can remember how I did this before. I think we're gonna go right about here. Should be good. All right, now I can plug it in. Are you doing any painting? Hi, Tina. Doing any painting today, Cara? What are you up to today, Tina? I'm excited to have 4 hours with you guys today. I'm just gonna get some stuff moved around here. So we've got everything ready. And stuff out of the way that can be out of the way. You don't need to be out here. You don't need to be out here. Whoop. I always feel like I just cleaned up and then it's all chaos all over again. That maybe is something I should talk to my therapist about. Maybe. Sarah, you are in the right place. Good to see ya. Sorry about the noise from the blinds. They're banging a lot today. We got a lot of wind. Mom's doing okay. We did call her cardiologist, though. We've got her an emergency appointment for Thursday morning. Not emergency, but we need to get her back in and get this looked at for her. So we are going back Thursday morning. And hopefully, well, we'll find out what's next, I suppose. And Cara, painting birdhouse right now. Lovely. Hi, Eva. Good to see you guys. Hit and miss. I don't get Patreon. I'm going to get better, Sarah, at getting my live schedule onto YouTube ahead of time so that you can go to my YouTube channel anytime and see the upcoming lives that I've got scheduled from there. And I am going to start putting up reminder posts on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. So that will be coming eventually. I'm not worried about you at all. I know you'll be fine. But if I can make it easier, I promise I will try. All right. So we need our paint palette. We have our 2 colors, which are Shoreline and Sea Breeze. And our white paint. Oh my god, I bought another one of these and because I thought I was out and I had a whole other one. Well, won't be running out of white paint anytime soon. That's good. All right. So I've got my white as well. You're not a dinosaur. I love ya. Hi, Barb. Good to see ya. So what are you guys up to today? The slide's hanging out with me. Paula, how's it going? All right, I'm going to get some paint out here. Oh, and I need my spray water bottle, which is in the other room. I'll be right back. Alrighty, needed my spray water bottle. It was a great suggestion that Lay made a long time ago. Put the spray bottle out, and I use it all the time. And I spray the little bits of paper towel that'll go over my palette to keep my paints from drying out. That's why I had my scissors out. I was wondering why those were out. Been there, done that. Excuse me. All right. So we are going to keep building this brushwork. This is a 16 slice mandala, and each of the 16 slices has its own color. So they're alternating back and forth between shoreline and sea breeze. So you can see there, as these get out to the edges, we're going to see more and more in that the stripe alternating effect, I think, is going to be more obvious. Definitely going to add in some more aloe bliss drop accents, probably a couple in the middle in here. There's a couple little spots that I think could be good options for a little bit of extra. But I'm not going to do that until everything else is done. Just because I want to see if it actually needs it. I don't want to go with what my gut's telling me right now. What I'll probably do is I will wait until it's done and wait until the guidelines are off and then see where stuff needs to be, you know? Kind of go from there. All right. So Kara's doing some painting. What's Barb up to today? Paula, what are you up to today? Sarah, how did your day go today? Are you winding down for the end of the day? I feel like we're gonna need some more. No, we're not gonna need any more white pearl yet. So we're gonna be building off of here now. Okay. So I need some white paint out. I'll get that out when I'm completely ready. I'm gonna try and make some decisions first. Maybe. Barb is re-knitting a baby onesie sweater. Oh no. What happened? Paula was painting and taking a break. Very nice. What are you working on, Paula? Thank you, Sarah. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. It feels soft. Feels nice and soft. And then we've done the accents there, and that white is a metallic. So depending on the angle, you don't always see that white metallic. So it's kind of nice to have. I'll probably add in some more bliss drops in here too at some point. Keep it sparkling. So now we are going to add in stuff here. So we're going to start building out from here. Spent a few hours with Dad. He's got the flu from his COVID jab. Oh, yuck. Oh, I hope he feels better soon. 18-inch round for hubby. Nice. Lovely. All right. So I think I just said I have to make decisions, didn't I? So we are going to start with some smaller swoops. We're going to start with some smaller brush strokes first. meaning our size 0. And now I need my white paint. So we're gonna start with the blue. And a little dab of white. Let's do this. Oh, excuse me. All I had left was hood and had a note moment. Oh no. Just didn't like how it turned out, or there was something that you saw? Yeah, thank goodness it's newborn size. At least that's better. How long does that take you to knit, Barb? Relaxing after minding 5 kids under 5 all day. Hell yeah, put your feet up. That's work. That's some hard work. Well, happy to hang out with you while you're relaxing. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. This is the 19th Paint and Breathe session that we've done, which marks the 19th public YouTube live stream that I've done. It's really exciting to see. I'm watching that more and more people are able to come over and watch some of the lives here. So thank you so much for making that change with me. And it's really exciting. It's building up. I think in the next 3 months or so, if I keep consistent with it, I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to get monetized with YouTube, and you guys just watching and showing up will help pay the bills, which will be so exciting. I've always said, you know, if I could just find a way to just go live and paint all day and not have that be my job, that would be so cool. So thank you again for making this switch over here. Hi, Kim. How you doing, lovely? Oh, and Tina, your second package is on its way. It went, I saw the guy pick it up from the post office this morning. Just looked off. 10 hours. It's a good chunk of change. Asia, how are ya? Yeah, that would take me like 3 months to knit something like that, eh? Hi, Patty. I feel like that's why I usually lean towards crochet. I was never fast enough at knitting. I liked the look of knitting, but I never was fast enough at it. So I felt like I'd sit there for 3 hours and I'd have like an 1.5 inches of knitting done. Whereas if I sat and crocheted for 3.5 hours, I'd have 18 inches of a blanket done, you know? It's good to see you, Kim. All right, I'm just seeing all the highs. Tina, I tried, been at it 50 years. Maybe I need to slow it down and not make mistakes. Yeah, crochet's a lot faster for me too, Cara. I agree. But they're both great. All right. Now, if I have you guys right here, is that zoomed in enough? Too much? Too little? What do you think? Let me know. And hopefully that's okay. What are you up to today, Asia? Patty, you doing any painting today? How you feeling? Ooh. I treated myself and got myself a regular Pepsi today. Sugar and caffeine's gonna hit nicely in about half an hour. And then I'll crash out by the end of the 2. That's so cool that you learned through YouTube. I love that. I love how many different things there are that you can just open up YouTube and be able to learn. All right, so Miss Audrey's doing good. She's curled up in the living room having a snooze. But she's doing good. I imagine she's very tired from keeping me up all night. No, she wasn't actually too bad last night, but it wasn't a great night. I was up quite a bit. She's on a diet, right? I pulled back on her food. So it's a little bit of a struggle. Painting and watching Survivor. Nice. Did some grocery shopping. Now going to do some lunch. Fantastic. What are you having for lunch? Crochet is faster and easier to pull back without losing stitches. Yeah, but it's too bulky for baby stuff. Yeah, very true. Yeah, hear me. I already knew how to crochet, so it was easier to read patterns. Yeah, I do too. I like the look of knitting. I wish that I was a faster knitter because I like the look of knitting a lot better in a lot of cases. I like crocheted blankets, but there's just something about a knit. I knit one large blanket. I got a set of those excuse me, those huge bamboo knitting needles that were like this big around and they have the huge string on them and everything. And that was fun. But it took forever. But I found like in that case, the speed wasn't the gratifying part. It was when I could start to see the cables forming. That's when I'm like, okay, this is going to be worth the wait. Holy wind. She's picking up. Right back to the comments in just a second. If anybody's new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen on my phone. So I will paint for a bit and yammer on about whatever I'm yammering on about. And then we will pause. I'll pause and come back to the comments and scroll back and catch up on anything that I've missed. Why did I do that? Why did I put that white paint there when that's just going to cause a mess? So fine, we're just going to glue that piece there. And we'll put new white paint out. Fine. All right, I'm going to scroll back and catch up. I've seen clips from this season. It's pretty good. The stuff I've seen looks pretty cool. I've seen the clips of Joe and... can't remember her name. Fed little guy, baby girl, and I are having some rotisserie chicken, potato salad, and corn. Oh, that sounds good. I wish I could find knitting pattern tutorials on YouTube. Seems like knitting doesn't have as much tutorials as crochets do. Yeah, probably because there's so many books and patterns out there. Do you spend a lot of time on Ravelry? Is that still good? Oh, cornbread. Oh, yum, cornbread. Lay. Hi, Lay. Oh, when you can find good cornbread. Ooh. And not everybody can do cornbread well. Excuse me. All right, so I'm just getting out my paint and we're gonna do another little brush stroke here. Cara, there are some out there. I'll send you some links. Oh, there you go. Aw, you're awesome, Barb. So there you go, Cara. Barb's gonna hook you up. How's your day today, Lay? Good to see ya. Guys, I'm just gonna get you to hold on for 1 second. I'm just gonna go help Mom. I'll be right back. Everything's fine, you guys. I just need to help Mom for a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry, you guys. Mom says thank you and she's sorry, even though I told her she didn't need to apologize to you guys. She asked me to tell you anyway, so sorry about that. All right, let me scroll back and catch up. Hi, Gabrielle. Hey, Nicole. What does gravy and biscuits taste like? Sarah asked. I've never had it. I went through my stash of boxes and got rid of a bunch of them. Now taking it easy because of my allergies. Anytime I try to clean or organize anything, it plays up. Oh, that's so frustrating. I will, Cara. Thank you. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Gabrielle. I'll tell her. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's awful. When you start doing stuff and then your allergies kick in and start kicking some ass, too. That actually reminds me, I didn't take my allergy pill this morning. I probably should. I'll get it later. So counterintuitive because you need a clean house with allergies. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, if I don't clean up this dust, my allergies are going to get worse, or at least not get better. But in order for me to clean up the dust, I have to jump like right in the pit with them and make my allergies worse. Yeah, that's miserable, eh? I'm sorry. Well, happy to spend some break time with you while you're taking that break. Good to see all you guys. Thanks again for coming and watching here on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. And I am looking forward to 4 hours today. 2 hours this afternoon and 2 hours this evening. So if you are around this evening from 7 to 9 p.m., I will be back here. Now, I already scheduled the live for this evening, so I don't know, but I think if you go to the main page of my YouTube channel, there should be a section there for lives, and then you should be able to see upcoming lives in there, I think. I think. But I'm going to try and get that scheduled a little bit better. I will for sure, Tina. Thank you, lovely. So I'm excused to be a couch potato for the rest of the day. Absolutely. Good for you. Have a good potato session. Sometimes you just gotta. Holy wind, Batman. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go up a size in the brush. Sorry for the noise from the blinds. I refuse to shut my window because it's warm enough. Well, and I leave my blinds open. I leave my window open almost all winter just to make sure there's fresh air that comes in, right? But especially now, it's like, no, I refuse to shut the window. It's nice out where it's not freezing. Okay, let's keep going. Nope, don't like that one. Try again. That's better. All right. You guys doing okay? I'm zoning out really quickly here. So I apologize. I'm going to try and come back to the comments a little more often. Yeah. Doing good, Paula? Okay, awesome. That's a good way to catch up on the hellos, Barb. Just every 10 minutes, repost that comment over and over again. Excuse me. We went from 5 to 12 people. Oh, is there that many of a change? Wow. Wow. This is the place to be today, apparently. That's so nice. I'm excited for a day like today when I get to spend so much time with you guys. Uh-oh. We lost someone. Yeah, I'm seeing 14 too. Oh, it was 15 for a minute there ago. Right? Isn't that the best thing that you've ever seen, Patty? It just, ugh. Isn't it just wonderful watching humans be good humans? And taking care of each other. It's just so nice. Gonna have to watch later. Mom has physical therapy in a bit. Well, I hope it goes well, Nicole. And the replay will be here for you. But hopefully, will we see you this evening? I'll be 7 to 9 Eastern tonight. Right? Seriously, Patty, for sure. That's where I saw it. I saw it on TikTok, a video of it, and I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Do I need to watch Survivor again? Ah, lovely, Nicole. That's wonderful. I would look forward to it. Lovely, lovely. All right, so now we're going to switch to the blue. And I need to put out more white. Why did I do that? I knew I shouldn't have done that. Damn it. Handles the blind sides better. Yeah, no kidding, right? Googled it because I've never seen it before. Watch. Right? Yeah, there's 48 seasons. I've missed a few of them. I've missed probably the last. Oh, no, I've missed probably 10 or 15 of the seasons. Watched them all. That's awesome. Yeah, if you Google Eva and Joe from Survivor 48 or if you just search it on TikTok or Instagram, you'll see the clips from the interaction that Patty and Barb are talking about. And you don't need to know anything about the show or anything about the people to watch that clip. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful piece of humanity. People being good people to each other. And it's lovely. Who's your do you have an all-time favorite, Barb? What about you, Patty? Or anybody else who watches Survivor? Boston Rob. I love that guy. And I love him and Amber. I watched their wedding. Anytime there's any kind of documentary on Rob and Amber, I love it. Did you watch him on Traitors? I haven't watched it yet. He's amazing. Yeah. Jeff is wonderful. Remember when he hosted Rock and Roll Jeopardy? That was before Survivor. I was so sad when that show went away. I liked Joe. Remember the young kid, Joe, the surfer kid? The long hair. He came back to one of the All-Stars. I really liked him. Deal or No Deal Island. Oh, cool. I'll have to look for that. Yeah, I'll watch anything with Boston Rob in it. It really would be a great a great decision for anybody to put him in anything and just market that. If you also watch everything that Boston Rob is in, watch this. They were on The Amazing Race too, weren't they? Am I imagining that? They've done the circuit, I think. I started to watch Traitors Canada, and I watched an Australia one. That's an interesting. That's all right. He is. And again, he's a good human. I think he's just such a good human, too. But he's such a little shithead. They did do Amazing Race. Okay, good. Glad I wasn't imagining that. So that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. All right. So now we're going to keep going with the blue. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. Okay, so I'll start here. Okie dokie. So that means I'm going to let that dry. And I will start it here. I gotta put a new white paint. This stuff is a little crusty. I love when they make them stand on the pole barefoot for hours. Right? Yeah, some of those endurance challenges are absolutely intense, eh? Someone else type now. Short visit, but it's dinner time, so I gotta go. Love you, Lay. It's good to see ya. Have a good dinner and say hi to everybody. Sending you lots and lots of love. I'm gonna start putting my palette on the table because we're getting out towards the edge. This is exciting. Apparently I lost an eyelash earlier and it just got stuck in my brush. All right, hold on. don't know why this isn't working. I think I'm using too much blue. It's getting in the way of the white up at the tip here. Yep, that's what I was doing. All right. Got it. I understand now. So before I dip the brush into the white paint, I take some of the blue paint off of it, because otherwise it just transfers blue paint onto the white paint and it doesn't stick to the tip of the brush. So I'll show you what I mean here. One second. So I'm going to zoom in really close here for a second. So what I'll do is I roll my brush in the paint, and then I roll the tip on the side to take some of that paint off. Okay? And then when I dip the tip into the paint, we'll see the tip go white. If I dip it in and you don't see the white, that means there's too much of your other color paint still on the brush when you go to try and pick up that second color. And then that wasn't enough white paint though. That's better. Oops, I moved my camera, sorry. There we go. Hopefully that's all right. There we go. All right, so that's all the blue ones. Now we're going to do that same thing on the other side with green and white. And I think I need, no, I should be all right. Thought maybe I might need to put up more green paint, but maybe not. I find I need to clean my brush about after every 4 or 5. I should be. Sometimes I don't, and I end up paying for it and regretting it. But it also depends on how dry your environment is as well. My environment's really dry, so it doesn't take long for this paint to build up on the paintbrush and get all clumpy and goopy. Let's try that again. Got to get used to it going in a different direction. Feels like a much sharper turn on this side when I'm doing this. Felt so smooth and easy on the other side with the blues. But it looks all right, so we're gonna keep going. Ooh wee! There she blows. Wow. Mother Nature is telling us something today. Okay, definitely have to clean off my brush. It's getting goopy. And Tina asked, Eva, where do you live? Oh, time for a stretch, I think, too. Oh. All right, 3 more of these ones. Maybe she slipped out too. Netherlands, North Holland, 48 kilometers from Amsterdam. Very cool. Okay. Let's do a zoom out. Woo! Bang, bang. So this is where we are at. So now we're going to continue building this here. And it's going to come out to probably probably right about here. And then the final section will be done in the middle and it'll come out to here. And that'll take it right out to the, close to the edge. So we're getting there. We are getting there. How's everybody doing? Everyone having a chance to have a stretch? Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Paula. All right, let's go back to the blue then. And we are going to I think we're going to go up to our next size. So then we're going to our blue paint. And we're going to do some big petals. Like so. Thanks, Kim. You gals stretch away. I'm stretching towards chocolate eggs. Oh, damn it. That's what I forgot to get at Dollarama today. Son of a bitch. Where was my head? Why was my head not on chocolate? Just doesn't even make any sense. Right? They are good. Very good choice. Yeah, my priorities were all out of whack. Ziploc bags. Who cares about damn Ziploc bags when I could have gotten chocolate? Ridiculous. My mom used to buy them on sale after Easter when she passed. We were pulling those damn things out from everywhere. She would say, they're not from last year. No, Mom, the year before. Oh. That's cool. All right. Oh, I didn't clean out my other brush. What a bonehead. I am running out of clean water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move a couple of things because I've got a little container here that I can use for water, but I need to put my egg somewhere. Hold on. Hold, please. Found a spot for the egg. I'm going to dump water out of my spray bottle into this little Tupperware that I have so I can clean my brushes. No, I'm going to dump the dirty paint water into this container, and then I can put clean paint water in my proper brush cleaner container. Clean, clean, clean. Out you go. Dirty paint water. Clean water. You should be good now. I'll fill that up later. And I can put a lid on this container so I don't knock it over and make a mess. Put that back over here. Okay. I think we're good. I think. All right, yes, but now I have to clean out the palette really quickly. Because this stuff is all drying out because I put too much of it out. So let's start fresh. It was getting just gummy enough that when I would put my brush in there, that it had to like break through the like little membrane on top. And then it causes all kinds of goopiness and unpredictability, further unpredictability. Oh, geez. Oh, someone's running a drill. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? Where's it coming from? All right. Isopropyl alcohol. Don't breathe it in if you can avoid it. Otherwise, you're going to choke on it for a while. See, now if I would just do this same process with the other 15 palettes that I have that still have paint in them because I've been procrastinating cleaning them, then I wouldn't have to do this right now. Scrape off some of the goo. It's a little too dry already. But maybe one day I will. Maybe. We'll see. I've got this big container full of palettes and paint pots that every once in a while I will fill the container up with hot soapy water, thinking I'm gonna let everything soak, and then I'm gonna go back to it and I'm gonna clean it. And then 3 days later, it's cold, non-soapy water. that I have to dump out so we don't have standing water in our house. And then they go back on the counter. Do you guys do that? Do you guys have a part of the process that you just hate so you avoid it as much as you can? Like with my crocheting, I would wait, and because I hated sewing in the ends. So I would do anything to not have to sew in the ends. Your grandma's the same too, chocolate and licorice. Oh yeah. I love licorice. I could have gotten licorice at the dollar store too. Damn it. You do that too, Paula? Right? It's just, it's such a pain in the ass. All right, we're going to put out a smaller amount this time. Oh, that's still a lot of alcohol in there. Whoops. Okay. Because now I am going to be, I'm not going to have the, oh yes I will. I was going to say I wasn't going to have the paper towel to cover over the top, but I will because I still have clean paint water, so. Make sure I've got it here. I'm going to dunk it in my clean paint water. I'll do that when we're ready. Okay. So I need my number 3 brush, and we're gonna do these big swoops, but on the other side. So I will zoom in again. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit. How about that? Is that okay there? Putting up paper strips and tying off macrame ends. Yeah. Right? There's some parts of it it's just not fun. I just don't want to do it. Sometimes I convince myself that I'm just leaving it until I have a whole bunch to do at once to be efficient, you know? Yeah, they're yummy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? And then you look at the pile and you go, oh, crap. This is going to take me 3 days. So I may as well continue ignoring it all and then just start something new. Yeah, those aren't fun days. When you look at that pile. But we all have that pile for sure. I always get backlogged at varnishing as well. Excuse me. Excuse me. Again, my goodness. All right, so we got to zoom out now, because now it is time for more decisions. All right, so I think we're going to go up a couple sizes in our brush. We're going to jump up to a size, this is a size 3 that we just used. We're going to jump up. Are we though? Yes, we are. We are going to jump up to a size 6, I think. And what, Jamie? All right, I'm going to bring this down and talk to you guys for a couple of minutes while I try to decide what the hell I'm going to do. Okay, so we need water, right? Let's try it with water and see what happens. I don't want to do any white squigglies yet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what if we did something great big like that? That could work. Yeah, that's gonna work. All right, got it. Got it. Got it. Dun, 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 got it. Now, I'm gonna do it in the opposite direction first, though, so let's see how that goes. So if we start it here, bring it down like this. Gonna come in more like that. Okay. All right. I think I can do that. I think I can do it. Sure, I can do it. Of course I can do it. Thank you, Tina. I'm loving it too. Okay, let's try it. My white paint was dry already. Ooh-wee. All right, that looks okay, I think. I think we'll do all right. All right, I got to get out more white paint, though, since this is already drying out. It's really, really dry in here. I got to get the humidifier going, too. Poor Miss Audrey. Everything she touches gives her a shock, right? I feel so bad. Because she jumps and she kind of looks like, what the hell was that? Or she starts licking like she's got a bug bite. Okay, that was a little bit too wide, so let's try again. I'm getting there. I know, eh? She's out in the living room right now having a snooze. Thanks, Cara. Thanks, Paula. She's in the living room having a snooze. I'm going to try and get her bed up here for the live tonight, though, and see if... Holy jeez. See if maybe she wants to join us for the evening. Yeah, I feel so bad when we're playing, and sometimes I'll even go to touch her and I'll like zap her, and you can see the little blue lightning streak. Go. I was playing with Audrey and her, like one of those ribbon toys. She loves the ribbon on the stick toys. And she got zapped by it. She jumped and took off like a shot. I'm like, she's never gonna play with me again. She keeps getting zapped every time she does. Yesterday I was in the living room working on another project, my super secret surprise project. And I think she liked having me out in the living room. I turned the TV on, was watching Lord of the Rings, and then switched over to Pop Culture Jeopardy, and just spent the afternoon out in the living room with my little girl, and I think she really liked it. So I think she's really gonna like it when I finally get my new bed and my new mattress. I think it's gonna give her a way to get up in the window and see out the window. And it's just gonna be another spot where I think she can sit and be really comfy. So I'm excited for that. All right, I gotta put more of the green out. Just a little bit though. No, I'll need more than that because these are big swoops. All right. Yeah, hopefully I can coax her to come up on the table with us for the live later tonight. That would be nice. Okay. What? Patty, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. How did that happen? You gotta start keeping a stash down in your craft room where nobody can find it. Jail Patty. Hubby's getting me some before he gets home. Yay. Yay, Dale. Oh, that's out too far. That's right. That's right. I wasn't supposed to follow that line. That's better. Shit. All right, there we go. Green is done. Now we can do the same thing on the other side with the blue. So I will add more blue. And I gotta do a stretch. You know, my backup is usually milk chocolate chips, but they're gone too. No! That's a good one. That's a really good backup. I used to keep a bag of the little mini marshmallows around too. It's not chocolate, but at least it's sugar. All right. All right, blue and white. Here we go. Zoom you in again. I need white. Sorry, I gotta give this a good shake. It was a little gloppy. Okay. You guys ever do that? Make sound effects while you're shaking? While you're shaking your paint? Or is that just me? Don't do it all the time, but I do it sometimes. That was nice. No. I love that reaction. Well, that one worked out nicely, didn't it? Just sometimes, you know, sometimes you gotta let some of that energy out. And when you're shaking, it's like, you know what? I could try really hard to hold my breath and not make any noise here. Or I could just let it out. I love you too. I imagine that coming with a little pat on the top of my head. Oh, I gotta stretch for a second. Oh, you know what I just found? Leftover Christmas balls. Yay. All right, I'm having some chocolate. Hold on. See if it's still any good. It hasn't turned white yet, so, you know, we're all right. Like, okay, pumpkin. That's not good. That is way too skinny. That's a little bit better. No. Sorry, Patty. What'd you have? Oh, it had some apples and peanut butter. Oh, that sounds good, Cara. Go out next week and break the bank and buy all the Easter sale chocolate next week. All right, last one. These ones were from Christmas. But yeah, just like that. No, these weren't from last year. Okay. Here we are. Thinking. Well, shit. Now what do I do? Okay. Still thinking. Give me 1 sec. Maybe another piece of chocolate will help. Let's see. All right, I'm overthinking it. We just got to start painting. Yep, we just have to start painting. So let's grab a clean brush. I think we'll grab our size 0. This one. Okay. We got this. We got this. It's my way of getting Patty to come over. All right. Shh. That's too small. Stupid white paint's drying again. That's better. Well, let me zoom in. Sorry, you guys. Well, for Valentine's Day, Dale gave me chocolate rose from the dollar store. I'm not. Yes, that's very true. You never know. It's a bit of a crapshoot. Yeah, it depends on how desperate you are, is right. Like, that'll stay in the cupboard for the days when I have literally nothing else. I sadly have been that desperate many a times. All right. We have a lot of good laughs around here, don't we? Okay. We are now... I'm going to continue on with the blue side for a minute. Just while I still have a bit of blue paint that's not super duper dried out. Nice to have people you can just laugh with, eh? And laugh easily with. Okay, I'm getting ideas. We're gonna do the green on the other side. Where are you? You're the 0. Okay. So let's get out green paint. And now we will do both of these in the green. No! Okay, good. Oh my God. No. Oh no. Look at the colors I just did. And everything in each of the 16 slices is supposed to be the same color. And I swapped the colors for this whole last section. This was supposed to be blue, and this was supposed to be green, and this was supposed to be green, and this was supposed to be blue to match in there. Okay. 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 It's fine. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, it took me a minute to process it and be able to say it out loud. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to paint over it. It's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be a problem. It's going to be fine. So if you're around this evening and want to come and hang out on the live, you can watch me paint everything we just painted a second time. I think I've got to go with a different size. I think I got to go up a size to cover it properly. That's okay too. That is okay too. All right, so give me my size 1 brush. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. You have a delay, Eva? Oh, I'm sorry. Exactly. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We got it. Totally fine. All right. This is not good. Oh, and I just dipped my paint in my brush in the wrong paint color. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to paint over it all in the base color and then paint back over again. I'm not worried about the texture. I'm worried about not being able to cover underneath without going way larger and changing the entire look. So that's going to be the plan. So I'm just going to go grab a brush to do that, and we'll do that before we sign off for this afternoon. And then it'll be dry by tonight and we'll be fine. One second. Son of a gun, eh? Well, it'll be like I have little guidelines underneath when I go to paint later, so I won't have to remember what I did. Okay, all right. So my base color is linen. See you later, Paula. All right, well, bye, design. We'll see you again later. All right, and just like that, it did. Time went by really fast today, didn't it? Yeah, it's crazy fast. How's vacation, Kim? How you doing? You getting some chill time in? Having some time to catch your breath at all? Boom. Jeez. I'm just going to cover a bit more of this because there's some changes to the color that happened before. I'm going to have some touch-ups that I'm definitely going to have to do on this canvas. This paint is stinky like house paint though. Not a fan. All right, it's like applying cover-up. Oh, that's so good. I'm glad. Any big plans for the second week, or just relaxing? Well, such is life, hey? So somber. But hey, we figured out the design. That counts for something. Because it did look pretty. Oh, I just stuck my arm in my paint palette. Of course I did. Well, like I said, this will be dry in time for the live tonight, which is great. Shouldn't take as long to paint it because decisions have already been made. So I think we will still make some decent progress tonight. So if you are around between 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern and want to come hang out with me here on YouTube, I will be here. And if I don't see you tonight, then I hope to see you at some point during the rest of the week. I'm doing 2 lives tomorrow, I think, too. None on Thursday, but I will definitely put up a post in Patreon and keep you guys posted around Mom. Whoop. I will pass on your love and hugs to Mom as well. Please pass on love and hugs to your families and your fur babies. All right, we're going to cover up these last 2, and then I'll sign off because I might as well finish these before we say goodbye. Definitely have to keep the windows open after doing this because it stinks in here. Keep Miss Audrey out of here. So the last thing I need to do is give her an asthma attack, right? Thanks, guys. Lots of love to you. Have a great afternoon. I will look forward to seeing you guys there. Wonderful. All right, I'll be signing off on just another second here. Last little bit. And then we will say see you later for now. Almost enough paint too. Got so close. All right, here we go. Back to where we started. Still pretty. This could be a design all its own. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys later this evening. Bye, everybody. Well, we'll be doing more afternoon lives like this over the coming weeks, Eva. So definitely keep an eye on the schedule on Instagram is probably the easiest place to find it, or on TikTok. Okay, because I'm hoping to start adding in more daytime lives as we keep going. So I'll keep you posted though. Love you guys. Big hugs to you. See you later. Bye.